want to make and do right at your fingertips.
I'm Stephen.
I'm Fearne.
And let's have a look at what's coming up on today's show. In Food Fingertips, we show you how to make freshly baked 2-flavoured cookies straight from the freezer.
Find out what Stephen can make using just a piece of card and a length of thread in under a minute.
And make yourself a Spirit of the Tree lucky dip for a Fingertips Enchanted Forest party.
And for all the details on today's makes, you can look on our website, address at the end of the show, or grab a pen and paper and jot it down straight away.
This is Food Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you something that's fun to make and great to taste. And these cookies really are...
Yummy. And the great thing about these cookies is they'll never go soggy in the biscuit tin, because once you've made the mixtures, you can pop it in the freezer and then slice off and bake your cookies whenever you like.
The other fantastic thing about these is that we've come up with a cookie that's half chocolate flavoured with milk chocolate chip and...
The other half is vanilla with white chocolate chips.
OK, Fearne, pick a chip.
White. But I tell you what, I'm going to need a few more of these to make the cookies. Now, to make the white chocolate mixture, you need 110 grams of self-raising flour, 50 grams of softened butter, and 70 grams of caster sugar. Pop it all into a bowl, and then you just want to mix it all up, mix the butter in with all the other ingredients. And for a bit of added flavour, add some vanilla extract, a little dash of that, and it goes, and a good handful of chocolate chips. Then just get mixing thoroughly.
The dark chocolate mix is made almost exactly the same way, except we've swapped a tablespoon of flour for a tablespoon of cocoa powder. That goes in there, and mix it all in. And also, you want to use chocolate chips instead of white ones. And give it a good mix.
Now, once you've made your cookie dough, you want to roll it into a fat sausage shape. You may want to add a touch of milk if it's a bit dry. Then get a sheet of cling film and just wrap your dough up like that.
Also, you want to try and make sure that both your cookie rolls are virtually the same size.
And then pop both your rolls into the freezer for about half an hour. Now, once your dough rolls are well chilled, take them out of the freezer. And you just want to take off that cling film, unwrap them, and then get a knife and dip it into some warm water. And then you just want to slice your dough roll straight down the middle. And do this to the dark chocolate one as well.
Then place the two contrasting halves together. Just pop this one on top of that one like that. Give them a little squeeze. And then you can slice off as many as you want. Then what you want to do is pop them onto a greased baking tray and make sure you leave lots of space around them because they do actually get bigger when you cook them. And then you can pop them in the oven on 180 degrees Celsius, gas mark 4 for about 20 minutes.
And then you can wrap your dough rolls back up in some cling film and pop them back in the freezer, where they can stay for up to a month, but I don't think you'll be able to resist them for that long. Just think, freshly baked cookies whenever you want.
And you could try other combinations like we've got here. We've got orange and...
chocolate.
And we've also got apricot and...
chocolate?
Yeah, I can see what you're doing. There are more ideas on our website. But the big question is, who put the chocky in the chili chocolate chip cookie?
Me.
Got a minute?
Because this is the part of the programme where we show you how to make something, hopefully, within a minute, using bits and pieces from around your house.
Today, it is my turn to make.
And it's my turn to tie.
And this is all I need.
Just that.
That's it.
Now, we're not going to tell you what it is just yet, so watch and see if you can guess along the way. Okay. Are you ready, Stevie?
I am ready. I'm going to give you a clue, right?
OK.
This 1 minute make is alarmingly good.
Alarmingly? OK. 3, 2, 1, go!
Put all of this to the side for a second. OK, I've got 2 bits of card here.
Right, 5 seconds have gone and you've not done a thing.
Don't worry. 2
worry.
centimetres in from the edge. I draw a line, just score it down like this. And the same
15 seconds, Stevie.
on this bit of card.
Gone forever.
Don't you worry. 2 centimetres in from the edge. Score a line down. So now, it's easy to fold this bit of card. If I can get it off the table, yes.
Oh, dear.
Right. Do that.
30 seconds gone.
Same with this one here. And now, pair of scissors, carefully, just cut down from the corner.
Doesn't look like much so far.
To the middle.
Gotta say.
This
21
is
seconds
a
to
winner.
go.
Now what else do I need to do? Oh yeah, get myself.
You know this is a
cotton.
1 minute make, not a 2 minute make.
How long do I have left?
3 minute make. You've got 15 seconds.
Are you serious? Okay.
10,
Just tie a
9,
knot.
8,
Here.
7, 6,
here.
5, 4, 3, 2. Stop! That is 1 minute point 3. But I'll let you have that. It is a minute, mate.
Still got a minute.
Dear me, what is it?
Right, let me tell you, right, to demonstrate this 1 minute make, and you are going to like this, you need a pair of dice and a door. Ah, that's handy. Now, what I need to do first of all is make my shelf with a bit of sticky tack. Just stick up the 2 pieces of card to make a mini shelf just like this. And then I need to balance my dice on the shelf, and I must remember what numbers are on the outside, like a secret code. So 1 and 3. And now I take my cotton and I come over this side, making sure I don't knock the dice, and I tie a knot around the knob of the door, like that. And because I've left some slack in the cotton, I can now crawl out the door without pulling down the dice. There we go. And now all I have to do is wait for the intruders to arrive.
Oh, no!
You see, it's the fingertips 1 minute burglar alarm.
Whoever enters the door will pull the thread, which will bend the cardboard hinge, which will allow the shelf to drop, and with it, the dice.
Which now means any intruder knows they have been caught, and even if they try and put the dice back onto the shelf, they will not know what your secret dice code was.
And how about adding a smart burglar alarm box to cover your shelf and dice?
So there you have it, the fingertips burglar alarm.
Complete bedroom privacy in under a minute. Deep in the forest, hidden amongst the trees, is a mystical, magical place.
Where evil lurks and the spirit of the tree guide your fate.
But forget elves and pixies and woodland frolics.
Because this is the Fingertips Enchanted Forest Party, full of the atmosphere of the woods, Lord of the Rings style, and the magic and mystery of sprites and goblins.
Create the mystical feel with low lighting and lots of cobweb spray, and keep your decorations sparkling silver like these shining stars, or forest green like our glittery leaves. And look at these enchanted jangling chimes, just made using small ceramic pots painted with pearly straws and beads. And try making some little toadstools, just cheap stools painted with a spotty design.
Imagine the enchanting food you could make, like cake toadstools made from little upturned buns covered in icing with coloured dots. There's also fruit punches served up in sugar-frosted glasses, Baggins bagels topped with melted cheese, and goblins' faces carved out of green and red peppers filled with your favourite fillings. You don't even have to eat the peppers. And there's Lord of the Onion Rings.
Forget sparkly wands and fairy wings. Dress as a fairy with attitude. Spike up your hair and wear lots of body glitter. Wear a tatty tutu with little leaves stuck on and a pair of chunky boots.
How about wearing a waistcoat, having a leather pouch for your mystical magical powders, wearing a pair of baggy trousers, and you cannot go without a pair of hairy hoppity feet. Now, these are mine, but of course, you can make your own.
But to ensure your party really does enchant your friends, why not make a Spirit of the Tree lucky dip? Let the tree decide your fate. Will you be lucky or unlucky?
This is a dip with a difference. Your guests place their fingertips through a hole, not knowing if they'll get a prize or something slimy and revolting, apparently from the same hole.
Now, the Spirit of the Tree game works because of a double layer of card. This outer layer stays exactly where it is, whilst the inner tube rotates. Lucky dip changes inside. Now, to make the outer tube, you need to get a large sheet of card, but you can use any size. And you want to draw 4 circles about halfway down the card, evenly spaced out, and then cut them out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, these need to be big enough so you can fit your hand through, because that's how you get to your lucky dips. Then, you want to wrap the whole thing into a circle and just stick down one side with some parcel tape.
Now, you want to make another tube as well out of more card, and this tube needs to be narrower than the outer tube, because this one's obviously got to fit inside. So, Fearne, if you bring that over, sorted. Let's just check, make sure it goes inside.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. And you want to get someone to actually hold the inner tube still. If you hold that for me, Fearne. So you can now draw around the holes on the outer tube onto the inner tube, and then actually cut these out. So you'll now have 4 matching holes on each tube, like this.
Now you need to get 4 boxes, and these large tissue boxes are perfect because they've already got a pre-cut hole that you can put your hand in. There you go, Stevie.
Right, now simply secure these boxes behind the holes on the inside of the tube, and make sure you use parcel tape so it's nice and secure. And then, when your guests put their hand through the holes, they'll actually be putting their hand through the box behind. Right.
And now it's time to turn this outer tube into a spooky tree face. So, you want to get your fingertips on some old newspaper and roll about 3 or 4 sheets into a sausage shape, and then just tape in place with some masking tape. Now you can turn these into some spooky arms with spiky hands and fingers, and if you tape them into ring shapes like this, you can then stick them over the holes on your tree to make spooky mouths and eyes, and just keep going until you're happy with the look. And there you have your face. Now you can add your spiky hands to the side of your tree and some more branches up on top just here. And then it's time to get paper mache, and we're using a layer of tissue paper mache in mystical spooky colours, purple, blue and gold. Now once all the glue and tissue paper mache is dried, you want to dab on a bit of silver paint. So just get a sponge, dab it on, get rid of the excess, and then just highlight your tree to give it an enchanted, mystical feel.
And now for the stuff inside your dips. We're going to use a bit of coconut hair, also dried leaves, also stale breadcrumbs, damp feathers, and here's the best bit, look, slime that you can actually make or buy in a joke shop. Feels awful. But make sure one of your dips actually has some nice stuff. We're going to use chocolate parcels. Let's just pop one in, like that, and you're nearly complete. Finally, decorate the top part of your inner tube because you want that to match the outer tube, and then you're ready to put them together.
Push back the branches. There we go, Stevie.
That's it.
And you just want to line up the boxes with the holes, and then you can also see we've added some bits of black cloth just inside the mouth there, because that will keep all your dips a secret and add some mystery.
If you go to the Fingertips website, as always, addressed at the end of today's show, you can find out all of the information of how to make the spirit of the tree.
So why not treat yourself and your friends to a Fingertips Enchanted Forest party? You never know what mysteries the spirit of the tree may hold.
Haven't they got names to go to?
Well, that's it for today's show.
If you've seen anything on the programme that you would like to make, then why don't you check out the Fingertips website? The address is on the screen now.
And we'll see you soon for some more
Fingertips.
Bye.
Bye.